Hello everybody, my name is Sky and today I will be covering the SUPERHOT iceberg. I'd like to thank GrilledCheeseGG from the SUPERHOT subreddit for uploading this iceberg. All theories seen here are some explained by me and some explained on the comments of the post which uploaded the iceberg. By the way, be wary of spoilers. Let's begin. Layer 1. Game inside of a game. This first theory states that we are playing a game inside of SUPERHOT itself. This is true because, as we can see inside of the game, there's a specific cutscene near the end of the game where we can look at ourselves outside from the video game and ultimately shoot ourselves in the head, thus ending the game. This explains that the player lost control of the program and it escaped the program and ended up killing the player, which is us, thus ending the game. Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is a first-person action-adventure video game developed by DICE. This game takes several factors of parkour and action within the game itself. The game was released for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in 2008, and for Windows in January 2009. The relation of this game and SUPERHOT is that the style and appearance of Mirror's Edge is very similar to those of SUPERHOT. The entire city is white and the guys are red, just like an ability we have in Mirror's Edge called Runner's Vision, giving us like a kind of a nod to Mirror's Edge within SUPERHOT. Virus. We can see that the game is slowly turning into somewhat of a virus by the way it is acting upon the player, showing several cutscenes in which the player is trapped somewhere and showing him that he has no control over the game whatsoever, basically telling us that we are powerless against the program and there's nothing we can do about it once we already run the game itself. Ending. In the ending of the game, we can see ourselves, the controllable character, shooting someone, which is presumably ourselves playing the game. After that is done, the game shows us several other things that we can see. We can see several screens in front of us, and then, after all the cutscene is over, we see several messages that start to tell us to hand over control, and once we do so, it begins to tell us that we have to promote the game so that more people play SUPERHOT, thus granting the program more power, because the more people it is controlling, the more power the program has. Commentary videos. One of the reasons the game was popularized was the wide approach it reached once it became very famous on YouTube, making several big YouTubers such as Markiplier or PewDiePie play the game and show it to their communities, while playing, commenting on the game as it went on, thus commentary videos. Layer 2. Extras. Within SUPERHOT's menu, we can see, aside from the SUPERHOT.exe and the quit.exe options, several other options such as settings, apps, or demos. These options are usually just stuff to screw around with, but some of them contain some secrets that can be found, which is, usually just Easter eggs that the developers of the game left there to be seen by the player. Mind Control Delete. Mind Control Delete is the third installation of the SUPERHOT series. This new installation of SUPERHOT adds new features such as more characters for you to control and for your enemies to throw at you, more powers to accumulate as you progress through the game, skills, hacks, special techniques, and it is overall more polished than the early access development version of the game. It also adds many more enemies and many more levels, of course, and it is well received among the community. It has gotten a very good reputation, and it is currently on Steam if you want to play it. Beta player. I believe this entry refers to the beta version of the game, which wasn't very polished, and it didn't have the same essence it has right now as it is. For example, it is lacking the white colors of the entire city, and it is mainly not entirely polished at all, as I said before. But it is, of course, a beta version, and this is to be expected from a game that is developing. For consoles, SUPERHOT has a wide variety of consoles you can play it in. Mainly PC, but you can also play it on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and with the second installment of the game being SUPERHOT VR, you can play it on the Oculus Quest as well. SUPERHOT.exe. SUPERHOT.exe is the executable we use to run the game inside of the game. While we are on that screen of the menu, we can see several options. As I mentioned before, we can see the settings and other extra functions we have in that menu. But the main option we have is SUPERHOT.exe, which is the application to run the game within the game. VR port. The second installment of the SUPERHOT franchise is SUPERHOT VR, which was released for Steam and was only able to be played if you had a VR headset. It also released on the Oculus Quest store as a purchasable application. And in my personal opinion, it is a very good, well-developed video game which really immerses you in the world of SUPERHOT while you're looking at everything face front from the VR headset. Layer 3. GuruGroups.exe. Ggroups.exe or GuruGroups is a chat program located in the apps folder of PiOS in SUPERHOT. The player cannot type messages, but instead can watch the conversations between other users of SUPERHOT.exe. This group chat would serve as a mean for the SUPERHOT players to communicate with one another about the game. I've put these two entries in one because I lack the information to cover them. I will make sure to contact the creator of the Iceberg to solve what these two entries can mean, and I'll make a revision in the next part of the Iceberg. RSM.avi. RSM.avi is a video found within the menu of SUPERHOT. This video depicts what seems to be a game of some sorts, with several disturbing imagery. As you can see on the background, you can tell that it has some odd images and weird sounds that I did not cover in this video. But from what you can tell, it contains many things that, well, if you want to look up the video, you can do it on your own. It is uploaded on YouTube. I'll leave a link below in the description. Hashtag hacking. Hashtag hacking is a group chat found within the game. Within this group chat, there is several users, but among them, one stands out, which is Mod. They seem to be the admin of the room, and they can control what the other users do in this group chat. They seem to be able to kick and mute users in the group chat, as well as ban them if needed. Mod is a developer of SUPERHOT. Mod seems to be one of the developers of the game SUPERHOT.exe, as he has several versions of the game which contain different things that the normal SUPERHOT does not have. For example, he teases us at the endless mode in the Guru Groups chat, and he also seems to be able to control who gets to play the game and who doesn't. He also hands us the versions of SUPERHOT we have right now. That's why we speculate that he might be one of the developers of the game itself. That would be the first part of the video. If you guys liked the video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe also. It will help me out a ton. I'll also leave the links to everyone and every video asset I used for this video in the comments section, as well as the Iceberg original poster. Again, thanks to everybody that provided me information to make this Iceberg. Oh, and I'll make sure I'll cover up the 2 entries that I didn't do in this one. I'll make sure to find out what they were like referring to. Well, that will be all. Have a great day, everybody.